Hello and welcome to the new style Edexcel GCSEs. These are the ones that go from grades 9 through to grade 1. This is paper 1MA1/1H. It's the first paper in the higher tier and it's a non-calculator paper, and we're picking up in question 21. Here is a speed time graph for a car journey. The journey took 100 seconds. The car travelled 1.75 kilometres in the 100 seconds. Work out the value for V. Okay, so we want the V as a speed in metres per second. We're given the distance in kilometres, so the very first thing we need to do is convert that kilometres into metres. So instead of 1.75 kilometres, it's 1,750 metres. Now, in a speed time diagram, the area underneath the curve is the distance, and if that's not obvious, you could think that the area is going to be effectively the speed, a fraction or some kind of formula involving the speed multiplied by the time to get the area. And speed is in meters per second, and if you multiply that by time in seconds, that will give you an answer in meters, which is a distance. So the area underneath the curve is the distance, and we know the distance is 1,750 meters, so I can put area is equal to 1,750 meters. And that area is broken down into a triangle, a rectangle, and another triangle. So let's get the area of the triangle, and never mind the fact that we don't know exactly what it is, but we can figure that out. We've got the area of the triangle is a half base times height, so that's 1/2 of the base, which is 20 seconds, times the height, which is V. And then we know that the rectangle is just base times height. The base is the difference between 60 and 20, so that's 40 seconds times the height, which is V. So that's 40 V. And then we have to add to that the area of this triangle, which is the difference between 60 and 100, so that's 40, and then it's a half base times height, so that's a half of 40 times V. So that's plus a half times 40 times V. It's nice to put it in this format because that shows the examiner that you know that the area of a triangle is a half base times height. They're not saying, well, where did you get the 10 and the 20 from? And we know that all of that is equal to 1,750 meters. Because we actually know what the area is. We may not know what V is, but we do know what the area is. So simplifying this, a half of 20 is 10, so that's 10V plus 40V plus a half of 20, a half of 40 is 20, plus 20V is equal to 1,750 meters. Well, 10 plus 40 is 50, and 50 plus 20 is 70, so 70V is equal to 1,750 meters. And they're really testing our mental arithmetic here, aren't they? So V is equal to 1,750 meters divided by 70. Well, we can cancel that 0 here, so we've got 175 divided by 7. Okay, well 7 goes into 17 twice, because 7 times 2 is 14, that leaves 3. So 7 goes into 35 5 times, because 5 times 7 is 35, and that leaves no remainder. So our answer is 25 meters per second for our v. So that should have gone over here as 25 meters per second. Okay, so B, describe the acceleration of the car for each part of the journey. Okay, so for the first part of the journey, we know the acceleration is steadily increasing, and it's gone from 0 to 25 meters per second over a period of 20 seconds. So increasing steadily for 20 seconds. I might even put A is equal to 25 meters per second over 20 seconds. We might even cancel that down. 5 times 5 is 25, and 4 times 5 is 20. 5 over 4 is equal to 1.25 meters per second. Okay, so then zero acceleration really is difficult to write. And then zero acceleration for how long? Between 20 and 60 is 40 seconds. This is a straight line, so we know that a straight line is zero acceleration for 40 seconds. And then what have we got? Then we've got a negative acceleration. It's decelerating between 60 seconds and 100 seconds, so that's for another 40 seconds it's slowing down. Then I'll put decreasing steadily hopefully you can write a lot neater than I can. Decreasing steadily I really should have typed this steadily for 40 seconds. Just going to put an S for seconds. So I can put A is equal to, so this time it's 25 over 40, but it's a negative slope because as the time increases the acceleration decreases. So A is equal to negative 25 over 40, which is equal to 5 over 8, which is going to be half of 5 over 4. If that's 1.25, then that's 0.625. So that's negative. Got to remember that that's negative. Must remember the negative slope, 0.625 meters per second. Okay, if you're not sure where the 1.25 came from, 5 over 4 is 4 over 4 plus 1 over 4, so that's 1 plus 1/4, and hopefully you know that 1/4 is 0.25. And here it's 5 over 8, so that's half of 5 over 4, and if we halve 1.25, well, half of 12 is 6, and half of 5 is 2.5, and making sure we know that our decimal points are in the right place. We know that 5/8 is less than 1, so we know it's not going to be 6.25, we know it's going to be 0.625. Okay, I hope that was helpful, and I'll see you in the next video.